In a quiet corner of the world, beyond the edge of any map, there was a little village called Thistlehollow. It sat tucked between two gentle hills and cradled by a vast forest of silver-leafed trees. The people of Thistlehollow were known for one special thing: their lanterns. These weren't ordinary lanterns. They glowed not just with flame, but with something softer, something warmer, a light that pulsed like a heartbeat and never flickered in wind or rain. The people believed that every lantern held a tiny piece of hope, and that when the village was lit up at night, it was like the stars had fallen from the sky just to keep them company. In the heart of the village lived an old woman named Eloen. She was the lantern keeper. Her cottage, with ivy creeping over the roof and tiny bells hanging from the eaves, was where all the lanterns were made. She had been making them for longer than anyone could remember, and no one knew exactly how. Children whispered that she spoke to the flames, that she coaxed light out of the air. But what made Eloen truly special was not her craft, it was her patience. She believed that every light needed time to grow. When someone came to her with sorrow or fear or a quiet kind of despair, she'd invite them to sit with her beside the fire. She'd listen without rushing, offer tea steeped with forest herbs, and when the time felt right, she'd hand them a new lantern. Sometimes it would glow immediately, other times it would take days, but the light always came. One winter, when the sky seemed to forget how to be blue and the frost clung to the trees like old memories, a stranger arrived. His name was Arlen, and he carried nothing but a satchel and a tired look in his eyes. He didn't speak much, and when he finally came to Eloen, he simply said, "I've forgotten what I'm looking for." She nodded, not asking more, and gestured to the chair across from her. Days passed. Arlen helped gather wood and fed the birds when the snow grew thick. Slowly, almost without noticing, he began to smile again. First at the children sledding past, then at the song of the morning thrush. Eloen, one evening, handed him a lantern. It was small, a bit crooked, with a blue glass pane that shimmered like moonlight on a lake. "This one," she said gently, "is yours." He said, "But there's no flame." She replied, "Not yet, but it's waiting." Arlen carried it with him every day, uncertain at first. Weeks passed. Then one night, as he walked past the old oak near the edge of the village, he felt a warmth against his hand. The lantern glowed, faintly, like a memory, but real. And in that moment, he remembered. He remembered his sister's laughter, lost to illness many years ago. He remembered the way he used to sit by the sea, sketching ships. He remembered how hope had once lived inside him and realized it still could. Years later, Arlen became the new lantern keeper when Eloen, with a smile full of peace, walked into the forest and never returned. They say her light still lingers in the silver leaves, and Arlen, older now, tells each visitor who comes with a heavy heart, "Hope is like a seed. You don't need to see it to believe it's growing." The village of Thistlehollow still glows every night, a constellation upon the earth. Lanterns hang in windows, on trees, on quiet porches, swaying gently in the breeze. And if you listen closely, you can almost hear them whisper, "Even in the darkest times, the light remembers you."